I think because we're talking about students and things of that nature and the challenges in the world today, maybe you can talk a little bit about what do you see as the challenges for people going into the medical profession in particular? You know, if there's
Sure.
someone
Yeah,
reading that wants to, what are those challenges and what can we do to help address those challenges?
sure. So, a faithful Catholic going to medical school or navigating the medical profession can encounter challenges in terms of um, pressure to participate in procedures or to assist on procedures that would be contrary to Catholic faith and morals. But medicine has lost its way in the embrace of abortion and doctor assisted suicide and euthanasia and gender reassignment procedures that end up doing more harm than good. So that's one challenge that many medical students have to, faithful medical students have to navigate. I think there are other challenges in medicine. I've written a series of articles recently, which will, these themes will emerge in my book. And so there's this concept in ethics called moral distress, which is developed to explain a lot of physician burnout. Physicians are not burning out today in large part because they work long hours or their work is difficult. That may be true, right? But there's a lot of studies that suggest that the real reason for physician burnout is not long hours or arduous work, but working within a system where they feel that they have to compromise good patient care for the sake of surviving within that system. And I think many patients feel this, that they go to the hospital or they go to a clinic that's run by a large healthcare organization, and it's the experience of sort of going to Disneyland where you're, I call it turnstile medicine. You're sort of shuffled through the
Mhm.
system. You wait in the lines, you go through this turnstile, you get the same thing, from every person that you see, and the care is not tailored to your individual needs. The doctor spends more time staring at a computer screen than he does looking you in the eye face to face or examining you. He's asking a series of questions that are built into the electronic medical record so he could check a bunch of boxes that have nothing to do with your chief complaint, nothing to do with the ailment that you're seeking treatment for. So patients don't like this system. Physicians don't like this system, and the system economically is becoming unsustainable as well. So these are difficult problems. I don't claim to have all the solutions to them, but I think whatever the solutions are, they need to be moving toward a more decentralized method of healthcare delivery where we can allow new models to flourish, but a tendency to increasingly centralized control that we've seen over the last several decades. I think if that continues, we're going to see um, fewer good people interested in going into medicine and practicing in that context. We're going to continue to get suboptimal health outcomes, right? We're spending more money on healthcare in the United States than any other country in the world, and we're not even breaking the top 40 in terms of health outcomes when it comes to various countries. And so something is wrong with our healthcare system. And the chronic disease epidemic can't be laid entirely at the feet of medicine. There are other factors that are contributing. That's become part of the public conversation recently. What's going on with our food? What's going on with our farming? Um, but certainly, I think there are necessary reforms in medicine that we need to make in order to bring medicine back to a sort of traditional Hippocratic approach where the doctor patient relationship is at the center of the healing enterprise. And so I wouldn't dissuade students from going into medicine, certainly. Those who have the talent should pursue it. We need good and faithful people becoming doctors, but it's certainly important to go in with eyes wide open and to understand what some of the current challenges are within the healthcare system.